Vacant land. I was talking to Albert Santana. Ran into him downtown today and said, you haven't answered my email about all the vacant land up and down 19th and what's going to happen with all that vacant land that now has weeds in it, Albert. So he's going to get back to me. We're going to have a meeting after the light rail opening celebration, because we have about 7 little areas of vacant land up and down the west side of 19th Avenue. And I don't think it's attractive. It's not large enough to put anything on. So if you look at it, when you drive up and down and think of any ideas of what we might get the city to help us do on those pieces of property, that would be wonderful. Because Royal Palm is already raising a stink about their vacant property, and he says, I am going to have you in a meeting with them because they always think they should get more than anybody else.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're not, they already got nicer fences and nicer art and nicer this and nicer that. So we're going to have to come up and be creative and think of what we would like to see happen with some of that vacant property.
What about something for the schools for art?
I think that'd be great to bring them in, yeah, to have the 2 high schools donate art, or I don't know what we can do.
So just something interesting to throw out there. I don't know if you guys have seen the artwork on the 19th and Dunlap, the park and ride, the yellow spherical cones. So what they do is when the sun shines over them, they cast a shadow. And it's a shadow of what is cut out in these metal circle plates. Well, that artwork was inspired from students. So students created this artwork that inspired the artists to create this. I just want to let you know that we are bringing the students into, we're thinking of the students and we're actually using their artwork in our community.
Now, what if the schools did something like a classroom could adopt a section and they could teach the children like urban farming on some of those lands or something like that?
Oh, would that make my little heart palpitate? Yes. They do have a little community garden over at the school still.
Maryland
Yes.
has a beautiful, beautiful garden that Kathy Kim from the Beatitudes comes in and takes care of and teaches the students, you know, seed to table. It's amazing. And that was actually one of the things that I was thinking is, you know, we see it all over the place where communities adopt a plot.
Yeah, and we have so many people that immigrated here from other countries where their life was farming.
Yeah,
And now they're stuck in a stinking little apartment.
and they need the food.
And so, you know, but it's where does the water come from? Where does the insurance come from? Who's gonna, you know, so whether it's partnering up with the immigration, with
IRC?
Yeah, thank you. I was
International
gonna say IRS, and I knew that was somebody I don't like. So whether IRC, so that we could
You know,
use some of those properties in that
Catholic
kind of
Charities, which
constructive
does the
way.
same thing, is at 19th Avenue in Northern.
What?
Catholic Charities,
Yes.
which does the exact same thing as IRC with the refugees, they're at 19th Avenue in Northern, they're right there.
They certainly
They're
are.
part of our
So,
neighborhood.
I mean, so that's a very creative idea, but put on your creative hat and see if you can think of something, whether it's just landscaping it, which Albert said it might end up, but, you know, so far, they've been pretty good about keeping the trash up. I sometimes have to remind them, but, and I also told Albert that the art thing at 19th and Glendale, is supposed to be trees. And the first wind we had, all those leaves blew up and they're all wound around the trees now. And so it doesn't look like a tree, it just looks like a bunch of circles. So I think they need to, Jorge, get back with that artist and see
Make the prayer.
what in the heck we're thinking, because the wind blows and they just, and they're gone. So, okay, and I hate him filming me because I watched myself and it's really embarrassing how much I use my hands. 19 North, we're still working with that, and I'd love to talk to you guys at Los Glorias about the committee we have for 19th Avenue. We're going to call it 19 North, that's decided. We have the coolest logo that we have for the 19 North. And so that's going to go kind of up and down 19th Avenue in the form of flags like Melrose has and that kind of thing. So we're getting really excited. Our bike thing is being moved back to probably fall. Trying to get the council office, the police, us, the blah, 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 all together has just been a nightmare. So our first date was the 19th, but like Rail didn't want to share. So, you know, we've still got that idea, we're still hot on it, and it's not going away.
You mean like the grid, like at the other light rail stations? Is that what you're talking about?
What do you mean?
Oh, the bike rodeo.
No, we were gonna have a big bike rodeo, which will start up at Dunlap, at the church, what is her church? Open Door Fellowship. And then we'd have events up there, then the police are gonna close us A Street, probably 21st or, you know, and come up here to Washington Park, where we'll have food trucks and all kinds of events for kids too. So, and bringing in the high school kids as volunteers, the upper grade school kids as volunteers, getting all the 3 schools involved, you know, and riding and all of you guys riding. I just think it could just be so much fun. So, just a way to bring all of these neighborhoods together, because the more together we are as a group along 19th and the light rail, the stronger we are when we need something done.